Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the Nerd Box. I am Dom,
Deuce Major.
and we just got done with a live, but we had further questions from one of our subscribers, Sir Mills. So we jumped on here to talk about things Marvel and so on and so forth into
hmm
infinity.
hmm
So he wanted us to elaborate. Well, he wanted you
To
particularly.
elaborate.
He named you, Deuce, to elaborate on the Eternals. So I mean, he's not in here right now. Whenever he lets us know he's in here, then you can elaborate on that.
Okay.
But we could talk about things Marvel and everything that's going on
About
right
to say
now.
it's pertaining to what? The trash?
So the Eternals was just trash to you.
Nah, I would say it was that bad. It was on the
Oh
fence.
no, okay. Oh, he say he here.
Okay.
Go ahead, go
Okay,
and let. All
yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
what you trying to
Yeah. What is it that you need to know about the Eternals for me?
yeah.
Because it was a hollow movie. The characters were hollow.
Matter of fact, hold on, man. We might can add this man in here.
Uh-oh.
We might can add this man in here.
Uh-oh. But yeah, it was a hollow movie, man. The substance was not nearly as not nearly there.
Hey man,
you know.
that like I watched it the first time, but I highly doubt that I'll be able to stay awake for the next one.
Y-
Shang Chi was a far better movie, but the Internals got more praise, and I don't understand
Man,
why.
Shang-Chi was the best movie of that phase.
Yeah, but the Internals got far more praise for it. You know what I mean?
Because it was I think they first original type of movie where they weren't pulling directly from the comics.
Is that why?
Because I think Eternals is fairly new. I
Man,
don't
look, man, when I first saw the internals, when I saw like the ratings,
yeah.
they were giving this movie damn near 10. It
Cause
was like 9. It was either 8 through 10 or 9 through 10.
I didn't think it was a 9 or a 10. Don't get me wrong. With every movie, it has good parts. The Arishem parts were good. The backstory on the Eternals was good. This dude living his life out as a gay couple, it was not interesting to me. The old girl with Dane
Oh,
Whitman or whatever
hold on. Now.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
what's good, Deuce?
what's
What's
happening?
good, Dixon?
What you got for us? That actual question.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I just want to hear his side. Like, what makes it hollow? Because all I hear is broad statements. You don't got no substance, no content about it. What's going on?
I mean,
What
In
made it
my
what
so
opinion,
great?
what
my
made
opinion, it was a pretty good movie. I like the graphics. I ain't gonna
which
hold you. I kind
which
of do. I kind of do agree with you about the characters, but even then, like,
but my thing is if you agree with the characters being hollow, the characters make the movie, and there was really nobody that stood out enough to just make the movie, and for it to be what 12 people that they were focusing on, I found that to be quite hollow. They jumped around time periods. They really didn't give anything definitive to what they were doing during their time there. It felt hollow. They threw in a random ass Blade reference. Other than the visuals, that's my biggest praise is the visuals. Like I said, I like the whole thing with Erisham. The origin story was cool. Then they threw that random ass thing with Thanos at the end with his brother, you know, which for the movie I guess it could fit, but it didn't add or take away anything from the whole movie, to me anyway. They were focused on a love story that didn't go nowhere. One of the main characters died like right off rip. They could have went deeper into the whole relationship Sprite had, or the feeling she had towards what's his face? What's the dude? The one that flew into the sun.
Look, man.
But it was so many parts they could have done more on and they didn't, which is why I say it's hollow. I
So
don't
I
feel like
see.
none of the characters was particularly fleshed out properly. You know, the what's the names, that the villains, the deviants, that was probably the worst part of it, because they just threw those guys out there and all of a sudden one survived. They don't even explain how that one survived. He
He just made it.
Yeah, it was just for the movie. You know, it's so crazy. And then if they were there to make sure everybody was feeding this celestial host and they were on the peak of it right before Thanos, I would think some of this stuff would have already popped off. And then they explained it by saying, "Oh, the snap, it took all the energy it was giving him away." But wouldn't that mean he have already gotten that energy prior to them disappearing? You know, it's like it's a lot of stuff just left for us to kind of guess ourselves in that movie. Is my thing.
But I mean, if they do another Internals movie, that would hurt them more than anything.
I don't know if it would hurt if they go deeper,
Because I mean, when the next one come out, say they flush that one out a little bit better, then you left a whole lot of plot holes and issues with the first movie that people are gonna pick apart.
yeah.
Or you make a second movie and
You fix
people remember the first movie and they don't come watch the second
your
movie.
movie.
Which, and I know that's bull crap because it's Marvel.
It's
They always
Marvel.
gonna watch it.
They always gonna watch it. You know, it's that's what made this movie weird to me. It could have been better, and I see what they were going for. You know, like I said, this is probably one of the better visuals of a movie I've seen. You know,
Shang-Chi?
I like Shang-Chi, but that whole thing with Arishem, I like that. That was probably my favorite part of the movie.
Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange it felt all over the place. Visually, Doctor Strange give you an epileptic seizure.
Spider-Man?
I mean, it's a Spider-Man movie. We've seen every suit that he don't wear in that movie already. We've seen Spider-Man.
I guess the reason that I'm looking at the movie has is, right. Granted that I don't have any prior knowledge of like the Eternals. I haven't read any comic books, so me looking at it as is, I'm like, it kind of makes sense because they didn't go too deep because again it's a lot of characters. And they just touched on the bases. They touched on everything as far as like how they got there, what was their purpose. Even when it came to the what's it called, the deviants, it makes sense because they all was made the same. They basically the same. It's just that they was put down there to eradicate whatever creatures down there, and then they sent them to kill them. But when they found out they basically was the same thing.
Yeah, but the way that they dragged it out was just uncalled for.
In my experience, the deviants have a bigger fleshed out story than just this. You know, even Thanos has the deviant gene, you know, and stuff like that. For them to throw his brother in and not say anything about that, I thought was weird. You know, they come from the only Eternal that gave birth to another Eternal, Thanos and his brother. You know, so it's weird how they chose to take this movie. It's like I get what you're saying, you know, that as far as somebody who don't have the full knowledge and background of Eternal, and it's not really that much to go back on, you know, the Celestials.
So if it's not that much to go back on, then how is it hollow?
Because what they didn't use. If you have a story that already don't have that much, and then you cut majority of that out, what's left?
The meat.
They cut the meat out.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, and I mean, like, just think, like the movie, boom, backstory. That's immediately what it is. And throughout the movie, you continuously just see flashbacks of the fucking backstory.
Yeah. And if that was the case, we should have just stayed in the backstory. You know, if we already going back anyway, You know what I'm saying? And I get that was the whole point, and that was probably to show the Celestial being born or whatever.
Yeah, but it seemed like this movie was a origin story mixed with a sequel.
Yeah, that was a good way to put that. It felt like that. I can definitely see that.
I can see that.
I could definitely see that. It felt like they were trying to, which is probably why the movie was so long. You know,
drugged out. They had to drag it
out
out for these particular scenes at the end, which Jessica said she didn't like the fact that they tried to say that the chick was faster than the Flash, which is absurd.
I didn't even go get
I ain't gonna hold you, but she was moving.
No, stop it.
She was moving. I ain't gonna hold you. She was moving, but I do agree. She's not faster than the Flash.
But going back to visually, I like how they did that. I like how they made her running.
Yeah, like the way that they did her running compared to anything they have ever done with the Flash was
or Quicksilver.
A whole lot.
When her visual running was fire.
You're tripping.
Her speed, the way they depict her speed kind of reminds me. You ever seen Zeus, Blood of Zeus, the Netflix movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ever seen Mercury, how he was running, how he like they kind of like resemble that, but really compared to any other Flash movement, it doesn't compare, man. Like they should have done better on his part.
Yeah, but I mean, the closest thing to how Flash moves is the CW, and we know they only have but so much to work with that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And they gave us 9 seasons of that. I'm not gonna say 9 great seasons,
but they gave 9 seasons,
9 entertainment seasons of, and then eventually it got to the point of the it's not even the Flash anymore. It's just Iris.
Yeah,
they might as well just change the show to the Iris show, and because that's literally all he cries with, Iris. Oh, I got to save Iris. But you know, like the visuals from that is a lot better than what the heck they did inside of that Justice League movie. Now the one thing I did like about the Justice League movie when they had Flash running was the lightning. That part I did like, but the way that Marvel captured that with her,
it was dope.
Yes, very much. Like that is what that is something that comes to mind and what you picture anytime you think of a speedster.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, that's why I say visually, that stuff like that was in the movie, man. Visually, it was beautifully represented, bro.
Yeah, and then the fact she actually ran regular and not this.
Yeah,
I don't know what the heck they were thinking with that, but
and also with her fight sequence, I feel like it's better than any fight sequence I've seen with the Flash.
Thank you.
In my opinion,
you said the fight sequence.
Yeah, her fight sequence is fire.
Felt like her fight sequence was kind of short. I felt like
even show like the power. It showed like the power of her speed because when she was moving so fast, like she caused the rocks around it to melt. I don't know because there was like a near lava or anything like that, but it just showed how powerful her speed was.
Yeah,
you don't see that. You don't see that with a Flash.
Yeah, but in that right there, with you saying that is one of my hopes for this Flash movie. My goodness. That is my hope for this Flash movie that's coming out. Not only because I've seen the animated version of what this movie is supposed to be.
Oh man.
And when you look at the trailer, you see, certain elements from that animated version, which was the
Flashpoint.
Yeah, you see, the different Batman, you see Superman locked up away from the sun. Like they show you all of that in these trailers.
Yeah.
But how much did they actually change? Like, I hope
this Flashpoint?
Yeah. And I hope they change the way he runs.
I know they did change a few things.
Man, that Justice League, that run was Aki as shit. I was like, I couldn't get over his running, man. What were they going for with that? I don't get it. Exaggerate how much power? No.
I don't know, man.
But trying to separate them from Marvel somehow.
No, I don't even think they were trying to separate them from Marvel. I think they were just trying to do it different than what the CW has already done.
Don't get me started on his suit, man. That plastic ass. Oh my gosh, that suit was trash.
That is supposed to be metal, sir.
Yeah, that was trash. That thing plastic. You can see that thing plastic.
And they put all the fake scratches on it. And
man, look, man. But yeah, I mean, at that point, right there, at that point, it was hard to reenact any Flash, because once the CW Flash came out, in everybody's mind, that was Flash.
Yeah, that's how he's supposed to move.
That was Flash. Like, everybody wanted him to
be the movie version,
be inside of the movie, but that wouldn't work, because now you have him in the movie world and he's in the CW world, which in an episode of the CW show, they crossed them. And they actually met each other. You know what I mean? So that right there lets you know those are two different Earths. Those are two different Earths, which is a reason I really like DC, because they do like different doppelgangers and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like Marvel, like Deuce has been saying for quite some time now, he feels like Marvel is gonna reset.
Man, they gonna blow that bit up. I feel it in my soul. They're gonna be that. Took Wanda and brought her back on some level and used that House of M storyline where it was already in the version of basically in the version she created already. And then somebody realizes, hey, this isn't right. Kind of like the Ant-Man thing at the end, where it seemed like where everybody theorizing he and kind of like that, and somebody realizes it ain't right, and then they realize that the other world had all the X-Men and all that craziness in it and stuff. Like, I feel like it may not be exactly like that, but I feel a reset coming. And I think this is why Marvel is like, we can put out whatever we want at this point.
Because I mean, like, the way that, from going off of the Ant-Man post-credit scene, very excited for this Loki season 2.
Oh man, am I want to see this thing. Probably more that and Secret Invasion.
Like the Marvels, they can keep the Marvels. I'm not excited about that at all. Like, half of the time I forget.
Anytime they put Carol Danvers in something, I immediately lose interest. Immediately. And it came from that Captain Marvel movie. I was so hyped to see. I'm like, this is gonna be the most OP character we done had Marvel, and they did what they do with all their OP characters, and they made them whack as hell.
But you know what? She was not bad in Endgame.
She's not bad in other people's movies.
But you know what? Just her in general.
I can't watch a movie.
You know what? No. Her character has to be the worst. And it's not the character that per se, is what the dumb crap they have her doing in these movies.
You know what?
It's like, man, we're dealing with Thanos.
I like the Eternals better than that movie, the Captain America Marvel movie. I do. I would prefer to watch Eternals over Captain Marvel now that I think about it.
In the Captain Marvel movie, they know that you're anticipating Nick Fury's eye.
That's all you want to see. And
they kept teasing it the whole entire movie.
They might as well have just did a Nick Fury movie.
They really need.
They really do need to.
They need to do it before Sam gets to that age.
Yeah.
Man. And because they really can't replace him with anybody else.
And if you notice, they are losing. We losing a lot of actors.
Yeah,
we losing a lot of actors. Hell, it get overlooked and overshadowed by the passing of Chadwick Boseman, but I'm forgetting his name right now, but the guy that played General Thunderbolt Ross, he died like not too long after that, if I'm not mistaken, or it was right before, something like that. But it wasn't too far in the span of that. And it got overshadowed, and they replaced him with the guy Harrison Ford from
I don't have a problem with Harrison Ford.
I don't either.
From Star Wars,
honestly, he fit Indiana Jones. Yeah. And they replaced him, no problem. Yeah. You know,
I mean, it's not too much complaining you can do. It's Harrison Ford.
Are you talking about the guy who played? That's the guy. No, I'm thinking about somebody else. What movie you talking about?
The what's the name that played? If you ever saw the Incredible Hulk movie, the 2008 one.
The one when he was trapped in like the school and he.
One.
The one where you talking about he was trapped in the school.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in San Francisco. Yeah.
Always hunting him down. He the only one that really got, for the first one that got pushed over into the MCU from other medias and stuff like that. And he had stuck that role out as General Thunderbolt Ross for a minute, but he passed away, and then they gave it to and I just said his name. Oh, Harrison Ford. And from Indiana Jones and Star Trek, he was
Star Wars.
I said Star Trek. That was so disrespectful.
I mean, my uncle watched. Star Trek is.
You know what, bro? I'm not even gonna get into Star Wars versus Star Trek with you. I like Star Wars better.
I do too.
I'm not watching no Star Trek, bro.
But man, like the direction that they're going in, man. Like, cause these last few films, with the exception of each film to an extent, they're not putting out the same quality.
No,
I don't know what they're doing or what they have done, but they might need to go and backtrack,
go back to the
and think about their life, because
you go back and look at any of those early movies, they don't even look the same.
I'll
be out in
they're getting to the point to where it's like, man, if this Guardians of the Galaxy movie is like anything that y'all been putting out lately, and it seemed half-assed, I'm treating y'all like the stepchild.
Yeah,
but you got son.
I think they know that everybody's last straw might be the Guardians, bro. It probably was the last movie before that, but people who just kind of holding on for them to fix it.
Yeah,
I think James Gunn wouldn't mess up his own reputation, especially with him departing and going somewhere else. He is doing weird motion over DC. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't think his third final guard. I don't think he would go out like that.
I'm not going completely bash it. I want to see with DC wise. I want to see the vision that he
has. I want to see it.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know his history with DC. I don't know his passion for DC.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but what was his passion with DC? You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like Zack Snyder, his movie wasn't the complete formula completely,
but that was his vision.
But his vision and his passion for DC is on a whole nother level. Now, is it the vision that everybody has for it? No. There's a lot of people that like Zack Snyder's versions. A lot of people that don't like it. Me particular, I like the Justice League, the Snyder cut.
Right.
Didn't too much care for the first one, the original, because they tried to model it after the Marvel movie. They tried to model it after the Avengers, and it turned out horrible.
A lot of these guys had their own visions and stuff. We forget that even Kevin Feige done made movies before these ones that we didn't like. He was a big part of Spider-Man 3.
But with that movie, compared to the other two, he had more creative freedom over the other two. And Spider-Man got so. I remember watching an interview. Spider-Man got so big to the point to where at that point he basically said that it was a cash grab for Sony, and they know people wanted Venom.
Yeah,
and they know people wanted bigger.
They're
bigger this, bigger that, bigger this. So if you pay attention to all his movies, there's literally one main focus villain besides that third one.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what they
Doc Ock was the second one.
Look, you had Venom, Sandman,
the new Goblin,
the new Goblin. Yeah, like nah. He's like any movie he's ever
himself
done.
in that third movie. Yeah. Because let's not forget, he smacked Mary Jane.
And look, money was not collected on time. Goddamn.
Oh snap, bro! He smacked the piss out of Mary Jane. Hey, there was some dark times with that Spider-Man. We like to get hung up on the Spider-Man, what was the Amazing Spider-Man, how he lost Gwen, but man, that Peter, he smacked Mary.
Yeah, man.
Man, that shit was so sad when he lost Gwen. That shit was so sad.
Hey, bro, that's crazy. He smacked the dog shit out of Mary Jane, and they never resolved that. They never really resolved it. They was like,
did he get her back?
No, he didn't. They like did some weird, like I forget even how it was like some.
He saved it, didn't he?
I think so.
He was saving it. You're just back in good graces. Man. It's like drug addicts. It's like, you hit me that first time, but
man, he knocked the Mario coins out her ass. Hey, that shit was crazy. Oh man, if that was a preview of Krishan and Blueface, boy.
Get the fuck.
Hey. Oh man, that got me in tears. I forgot about that smack. Oh man, and, bro, he spazzed on old buddy about that door.
The rent money, the door.
You fixed this damn door. Hey, that Spider-Man was ruthless, bro.
Man, look, man, he was right there chilling with the daughter, bro. Like, oh yeah, give me some of those. Like, yeah.
He said, you can make me some more cookies. Yeah, go make me some cookies. Oh yes, that Spider that part. You know what? There was a lot of stuff I did enjoy in that movie. Hey, that was funny. Look. Oh stop!
Man, look, and then they turned it into a meme.
Oh man, that dance he do. Oh, but you know, a lot of that came back meme wise. The first one they do Norman Osborn, when he like, I'm a bit of a scientist myself. They use that meme when people don't know what the fuck they talk about. That shit is funny as hell. They really have gone back and chopped that movie up a bit.
Yeah, man. Like they.
Matter of fact, it was so funny because they even brought it back for the that third Spider-Man movie we just got, and he said that same thing in the movie. He was like, you know what? I'm a bit of a scientist myself. I was like, bro, they ain't got no chill sometimes, bro. Sometimes they really ain't got no chill.
And you know, and what you saying that, which was one of the issues with the new Spider-Man for me, was that he seemed kind of dumb.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Seemed like an idiot.
Yeah,
not an idiot, but he didn't seem as bright.
Yeah,
except for the second one.
Yeah,
when he made the suit and it just started clicking, and then the third movie, it's like, okay, well, I can't figure this out. Let me call the smart Spider-Man inside of the universe so that they can figure this out. And it's like,
I think they were trying to make it like, oh, he's just a kid. I'm like,
I mean, they were just kids.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? They were just kids at the time. You know what I mean? And at this particular time, technically speaking, if you advance those 5 years, he's not a kid.
But you know, I've always had that beef about the first Spider-Man series. I thought they kind of diverged away from the science part of it. I thought you know, I always felt like they kind of drifted from that. The moment they made his webbing organic, he really didn't have to do too much science stuff.
Yeah, and he addressed that inside the movie. But he was going to all the science shit too.
Yeah. But you notice
and then this Peter was just and until they release freshman year.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, I guess so, huh?
Freshman year, they're gonna try to correct those wrongs. Okay. They're gonna try to correct those wrongs.
Always try.
Uncle Ben is gonna be some random guy that he meets or that's for guidance or some crap. It's gonna be something, man. There's no way that they don't introduce some kind of Ben.
They redid the Uncle Ben story, but you think if they do it like you just say, he meet a guy that's basically like, you think they'll kill him off?
Of course, he's not there.
Of course.
It's already been established. He's not there. It's just he didn't care about that death because it's not his uncle. It's like, oh, well, damn, they killed him.
They was like, this is what we gonna do. We gonna make Spider-Man's aunt younger and more attractive to the men in the movie.
Or they really already did it. Happy is the Uncle Ben.
Oh,
But he lived because Aunt May died.
then that make
The
him
Uncle
sad.
be deaf. Ben's deaf. Aunt May has died that death.
I know Happy
And
was
Happy is there because Happy was
Yeah.
with Aunt May.
And he always there. He always there. That's pretty fire. I like
It
that.
makes sense.
That's fire. I
Yeah.
like that.
Because she's the one that gave the with great power comes great responsibility
speech,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? And Happy.
Yeah.
Now the only thing with that is they can't use that because nobody knows who he is.
Is in this universe is Aunt May his actual aunt, or is that just that might actually work?
No, remember nobody knows who he is.
Who Happy is?
Peter.
Oh, Peter.
No, Peter, because he made that.
He's
Dang.
gone.
Well, don't they still know who Spider-Man is? I guess. At least that's what I was told. On
Do they?
That yeah.
Do they?
What the directors and stuff explain, they say, oh, they still know who Peter. I mean, not Peter Parker, who Spider-Man is.
But you would think they
all
know.
of it is the race. Yeah.
Like they know. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, Spider-Man is her nephew.
Yeah.
All right,
You know it's
it's
crazy though.
Yeah, man.
So if I was
caused that all on
here
himself,
to
man.
with Dane battery, if I was to come here with Happy right now, you know what I mean, and take
Yeah.
off my mask, boom, there it is. You know who I am now.
Oh, but yeah, man. I don't know. The thing with Happy could actually work because if Aunt May was his real aunt in this version, because she usually never is, it's his Uncle Ben is always the blood relative, and she just married into the Parker family. But so if it's like that, it would make sense that since they flipped the role, that Happy would be basically the surrogate uncle that's just taking that position. That's taking that position, you know. I hope they don't kill off Happy, but they might need to. No, not need to. They might have to, just to try to rectify what done been done, because I don't think too many people took that whole Aunt May giving the with great power come great responsibility speech all that well. That was weird. And the moment they started doing it, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I get what y'all trying to do here. Y'all should have just did that in the first movie, maybe even the second one. They made Aunt May old single.
Is it me? Or that glider should have tuck Ant-Man too.
Man, it really should.
Boy, she got NFL hit more. Bro.
I mean, it technically took her out.
Wait,
No,
what?
that shit tuck her in two.
Hey man, don't judge me. Don't judge me, man.
That,
Technical
boy, she got hit
difficulties.
so
You know what?
hard, bro.
I think we got to give credit to Kevin Feige for moments he don't expect to be funny in Spider-Man movies that are always fucking funny. Because the way she get hit with that power glider,
Yup.
that shit is crazy. That thing whacked. I don't know what it is about these Spider-Man movies and the way people be getting hit. Like, bro,
Man, look, man. Like he really got down on Goblin at the end,
Oh,
man. But
man.
the way he was tossing him through that building, son.
bro. And man, you know what? Another Goblin that got done wrong. The new Goblin, when he crashed after Spider-Man did that clothesline with the web, bro, that cracks me up to this day.
You said the old one.
Yes, bro. When
Man,
he was
look.
the new Goblin.
Now, from the
Wait,
way it looked,
I think I don't know. Me and you had a debate, Nixon, about who was stronger.
man, it's
Well,
definitely.
I think you had a topic, but I definitely agree. Like now that I'm seeing it, The first Spider-Man is definitely strongest, bro. I think I seen a video or something like that, but first Spider-Man is definitely strong because when he fought Green Goblin compared to
Goblin
what
was giving
this
him
Spider,
them things, man.
boy,
Boy,
I'm talking
ain't
about.
much
You would have thought Green
no,
Goblin was in the UFC or something.
Goblin was giving him that work,
And
man.
we can't forget how brutal he was when he got the black suit. How bad he beat Harry. Oh my God, that was
man.
a,
Man,
that
he
was a
damn near
savage
crippled
beat.
him.
Hey,
Savage beat
do
down.
you think they gonna give? Do you think they gonna give this
until,
Spider-Man the symbiote?
Yeah,
they I don't know,
Because
man.
remember, what it was, in Venom.
Yeah,
I think it was the.
post credit scene where Peter
Yeah.
I've heard that
behind.
they plan on doing it. I've heard they plan on giving him his own symbiote.
I
Hopefully,
can't see him being serious. I can't see him being ruthless.
what I mean, you don't know what that man capable of.
I can't see him.
It depends on what route they take it for me, because it was shown to me that Tom Holland can somewhat show a serious role when he did the
Hey,
What you talking about?
I said they
Uncharted?
Yeah,
they saved
Uncharted.
the symbiote. They should save the symbiote for Miles Morales and make my boy Franklin Miles.
Oh yeah.
They definitely. Hey, I can see it working.
You know what? I hope they go back into the Miles Morales thing, because I need answers for a lot of stuff.
At this point, they have to, man. Jamie Foxx mentioned it.
Yeah,
It's like they're making the Spider-Mans more and more childish.
I mean, technically speaking, that was his character, which is why I said,
if you look at it from the first Spider-Man to now.
Yeah,
but no, that's why I always said that the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man seemed more like Spider-Man to me.
he was so serious, Spider-Man to me, he cracked jokes when he in the suit.
Andrew Garfield.
Facts. But when he out of the suit, he's as serious as a heart attack. You don't see Peter Parker out here cracking jokes and wise punches. He only do that when he in the suit. Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man, he tried to do that, but it never came off that way. It just felt like he was just fighting the villain. It was a superhero movie.
Yeah.
The third Spider-Man, he's not funny to me.
The third Spider-Man just seemed like a damn dumb version
Just
of
a regular
Iron Man.
high schooler.
He seemed like a dumb version of Iron Man with Spider-Man.
What he said, he's a regular ass high schooler.
Well, yeah,
he's a regular ass high schooler,
which is the reason why we need the freshman year.
Yeah. So this is first year in college?
I don't know, man.
Because they bet not go back to the freshman year and fucking high school, bro.
Did he ever get accepted? Remember, he was studying
or he was doing his GED at the end.
Oh,
you talking about when he got the acceptance letters and stuff?
I mean, he didn't get accepted. Remember, the whole snap happened and he was nobody.
Yeah. Which is why they were saying, oh, he had to do his GED. But my thing is, if nobody knows who Peter Parker is.
Yeah, if nobody knows it, basically he won't have no school record.
Man, he won't have
anything.
Nothing. He won't have no social, no birth certificate.
How is he working?
Alien. They need to be talking about how the IRS and his ass tax evading. That'll be a big ass plot point.
That's crazy.
But from what I'm hearing, man, none of that's gonna be touched on. They're gonna try to bring Iron Fist. Okay. I mean, the Iron Fist.
I just looked it up.
No. What's dude name?
Ain't that shit Ironheart?
No. Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk.
Yes.
But for that they got the Daredevil show coming out.
No, I'm from they gonna tie all of that together. But, all three of them.
I mean, they have to, because I mean, Fisk is one of Spider-Man's villains. But from what this says right here on Google, it says that the freshman year is an animated series, and it's based on him that leads up to Tony Stark knocking on his door.
Bro,
it's a prequel.
I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
I don't want to watch that.
And I thought it was going to be live action, but then after the third movie, you saw Tom said he needed a break.
Yeah, he could do that. I don't want to watch that, bro. I don't want to watch the first
you might not want to watch it. You're going to watch it.
I'm going to, but I don't want to.
Hey, this is going to be a different topic, but are we going to talk about John Wick?
Look at this man.
John Wizard. I ain't seen the fourth one yet. Y'all gotta wait.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, I ain't seen the fourth one yet, man. I got to go check that one out.
Well, I can tell you this. Better than what Marvel's giving you right now.
But
oh yeah, man.
We forget that John Wick 3 held competition at the same time with Avengers Endgame. At the same time, and didn't do bad.
Look, all I'm gonna say about these John Wick movies. When you watch one,
yeah, you got
besides when you watch one besides the story, you literally get the same movie. You literally get the same movie
because they're just trying to kill.
Because it's the same narrative, and he acts the same in everything.
I told you how I feel about he reminds me of Steven Seagal,
bro. He is a John Wick movie, but it feels like Bill and Ted because he acts the same way.
Yeah, man.
But I like the movie though. The movie was good. It's like I said, it's better than what Marvel gonna give you right now. Guardians. The Guardians movie. We talked about the Guardians movie before. Me personally, I like the first one. The first one might be my favorite Guardians movie. The second one is okay, but is now nowhere near close to what that first movie actually did for that franchise. You know
the first Guardians?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually went back and watched that movie.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Yeah. See, like the third one has big shoes to fill. Like the second movie, it was okay, but you can start to see the decline.
You know,
it's like the second Guardians movie leading up to the third one.
Yeah,
it seemed like that should have been a Guardian.
Wait, and it's gonna be the fourth one?
No,
it's the third one.
It's the third one.
Wait, the first one was when
they first got together. They were looking for the Power Stone.
Yeah.
And then the
second one was when he met his father, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But with after you watch, say you go back and rewatch the first one, and then you think about you watch the second one, and then you think about the third one. It seemed like it should have just been a Guardians of the Galaxy, not a Volume 1, Volume 2. They should have just made one movie and was done with it.
I don't know why they even called it Volume.
They should have made that one and was done with it because it don't seem like they were supposed to get a trilogy movie.
No, but I do like their trilogy.
Do you?
Yeah, I actually.
Well, I mean, you can't necessarily say that you like the trilogy. The third one ain't come out yet.
Yeah, that's fact. I like the two movies that they have out. The second one wasn't as good as the first one, clearly. But going back to watch the first one made me realize that the seeds for the second one was really planted.
Wait, so don't that make Peter Quill an Eternal?
No.
Oh no, not an Eternal, but
a child of the
Celestial. But then he lose his power when his father died.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's because he didn't embrace it.
Celestial DNA.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know. But the chick with the antennas, I forgot her name. That's his sister.
Yeah. Mantis.
Yeah, that's his sister.
That's Peter Quill's sister?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You did.
What was this?
Somebody didn't watch the holiday special.
Exactly.
No. No.
Yeah. But they hinted at that in the second one when they showed all the women that Ego had done slept with and reproduced with. They show an image of Mantis' mother.
Yeah,
and from my understanding, the only reason he kept her around is because she could put him to sleep. I don't know if that's just an issue with Celestials.
Wow.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's cold.
That is cold. But
like, I'm sleepy now. Come,
put me to sleep,
my child. Tuck father in.
Man, look, as long as you don't kill me.
Oh, bro, had to put him to sleep and then make sure he don't wake up. I'm getting up out of here.
Oh man, as long as you don't kill me.
But I don't know. For his third movie, after watching these Guardian movies and then watching this Infinity War, I literally will go watch this movie just to see Star-Lord die. Cause man, he pissed me off in Infinity War.
Did he
watch this movie just in hopes that that character dies.
I don't know what the directors were thinking when they created that scene.
I don't need
that made no sense.
I guess in their mind, I'm in love and I'm so mad that I would fuck up everything for the universe to try to beat a guy that I know I can't beat. That in my mind that don't make sense, but I'm assuming that that's the general thought that they was going with. Now,
it don't make sense.
I mean, ultimately, Star-Lord in that particular scene literally did the most human thing anybody has.
No.
Which is why I said yes. Which is why I generally think this is they train of thought. It really was human, bro. Think about it. If
everybody else is cold,
bro. If that was your wife, your old lady, and you just found out that her
I would have looked at that hand. As soon as he got that gullet off, then with the cracking.
Man, what was he gonna do to a Titan?
Man, I don't care. It is something. Wait till he get that thing off his hand, then go to work.
But see, that's my point. The human emotion overrides that.
Hold on, time out. But so hold on. So you saying that? Did you not see what the hell the Hulk got?
Oh man, beat. Which they nerfed the Hulk, man. That was crazy.
Oh my god,
they really nerfed the Hulk.
Man didn't even show up for none of the other movies, bro. He had to get forced out for the second movie.
That motherfucker said no. He did the Planet of the Apes. No,
my goodness. They
nerfed Hulk, bro. I don't. Which is crazy because that was one of those moments where they showed us the Hulk was gonna be in the movie.
Yeah,
and then he turned out and he wasn't, and it was in the Hulk Buster suit.
Some things don't make sense, bro. It's like the Hulk was like throwing haymakers at him, right? But then you go to where Iron Man was fighting him. Iron Man was able to make him bleed.
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the Hulk, the MCU's Hulk, right? Yeah. That's not the Hulk.
No.
Because had that been the real actual Hulk while Iron Man was beating on him, Hulk literally would have got madder and bigger.
Yep, and he would have got off, and
it would have been over with.
Yep,
it's like they forgot all about that characteristic of Hulk.
They didn't. They didn't.
Even when it was weird. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I think it's in like the She-Hulk series.
Yeah,
when they compared the size of Abomination to Hulk.
Yeah,
that made him look so small.
He is a lot bigger. But I think they dealing with the same issue with that they not exactly like Sony, but I think Universal owns the rights to the movie rights anyway to the Hulk.
And they might be inside. I don't know. I didn't really look into the Universal thing with the Hulk. Are they in the same type of predicament with Sony? And
I think
like
so.
Spider-Man?
I don't think it's in that bad of a predicament because Sony got more leverage.
Yeah, but no, because the Hulk movies don't really come out that regular. You know what I mean? And they don't really use him like that. Besides when the MCU was created, you know what I mean?
When you look at it, compare, the Hulk movies that they did have out, it really wasn't a box office hit.
Yeah, I mean, it don't have to be a box office hit. I mean, like it's with Sony.
Yeah,
like every so often they have to release something with Spider-Man.
Yeah, to keep.
Is it the same way with the Hulk?
I don't know. That I don't know.
And Jess, I totally agree. RP to Tony Stark, man.
yeah, I agree.
One of the very few greats that they had, and then they started poofing everybody out to exist. You got old Captain America walking around with his little gray ass, all alone and shit, because you outlived the woman that you went back in time for,
man. And then you had relations with her niece. Yeah, what her name? Sharon Carter.
Man, look.
Man, that was her. Matter of fact, she spoke at her her aunt's funeral, and then they ended up like having some weird exchange afterwards. It was crazy.
So
that's tough.
Yeah, man.
So wouldn't that mess up the timeline
if he went back in time?
Wouldn't that mess up the timeline if he went back in time and got with her?
And I mean,
wouldn't that make the daughter his daughter? Her daughter, his daughter.
But he didn't.
So you was flirting with your daughter.
No.
I know he ain't sleep with him. I'm saying,
but
then hold on, wait now.
She did have a child, if I'm not mistaken.
That was in the third movie.
Yeah, when they went.
Well, no, the second movie.
Second.
The Endgame, when they went back in time.
Yeah, and he saw the picture and stuff.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then she really, when she died, she really went out peaceful. So that lead me to think like he already went back.
Yeah, and they showed us that loops can happen, the grandfather paradoxes, and from Miss Marvel.
And
that just fucked up.
Endgame alone just messed up everything.
You know, it's one of those movies. If they would have left it at Endgame and just stopped, we might not have so many questions.
They're greedy, man. They're greedy. That damn rat and smelt cheese.
Wait, so this may be like I guess a slow question, but they are creating these movies, these scenes from scratch, like coming up with their own ideas and just making it. Like Endgame is not a comic.
None of them are.
Okay.
Technically speaking, yes, they are comics, but at the same time,
they're not this exact.
The Marvel movies you're technically made for children. So there's scenes that they will not recreate.
And there's stuff that they just literally just changed.
Yeah.
You know. So they're not exact,
like the whole, like the way that they defeated Thanos and took the glove. It was dragged out a whole lot longer.
Hell, I don't even remember it playing like that.
Like the sister, what's her name? Gamora's sister.
Because
I know at one point wasn't she supposed to put the glove on? Like the glove was
talking about the robotic system.
Yeah. Like the glove wasn't supposed to get like just gone just like that. No, there's supposed to have been a whole sequence. Like they were supposed to I think they took it off of him while he was sleeping or something like that. I can't remember.
I have to look.
It was something it's this scene with Ant-Man that never happened, and which got the boys a lot of praise. The way that they did it, I'd rather not, but that got them a lot of praise because they did that particular scene, but Marvel wouldn't do the one with Ant-Man going up Thanos's ass. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even mad that it didn't do that. I'm okay.
Did you watch the
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm very glad.
Ain't that wasn't it wasn't a What If?
Nah.
No,
I think I did see that. Oh no, it probably was a YouTube video I watched. They talk about the actual scene that actually happened, how they defeated him.
That should have happened. Yeah.
As far as your question though, with the comics, man, they really just pull a lot of different inspirations and stories from different comics and then kind of mesh them all into one.
Yeah.
So nothing is directly from one comic book, any of these movies. Yeah, maybe some of the earlier ones, I can't really verify that or not, but
yeah, like what I can say though, like they seem like they are doing more adaptations of like the comic suits.
Yeah,
like
which is cool.
That's cool. They're going like they're diving a lot deeper into retro. Those. Yeah,
that's definitely
like
cool.
they definitely did that at the end of that Spider-Man movie. When he made the new suit.
That and the Loki, when they did classic Loki, they definitely did that. The Frogman in She-Hulk, even though I know nobody really liked the She-Hulk, but a lot of those.
You know what's crazy is I've heard rumors that the Daredevil movie or the Daredevil show movie is supposedly supposed to be the same as Agway.
I've heard that there's a lot of different aspects to it. I heard that they actually got rid of some characters like Foggy, the dude that played Foggy Nelson.
I don't think he has any of them.
I don't think that's why I said I think they got rid of him.
But see, here's the thing. As excited as people are about that, because Matt Murdock is a part of the universe. God, Netflix set that bar high.
Especially with Punisher.
And he's in this. He's in Daredevil.
I'm glad that they kept that Punisher though. I'm not even mad.
Yeah,
I'm not even mad, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
couldn't
definitely
even begin to explain how happy I am. They could have brought back any Punisher. The best move they did was the one they did right here with this Punisher.
Yeah.
That was definitely though.
That was his role.
Scene,
that was his role.
He was he was made for that role. That prison scene still give me goddamn chills.
That prison scene alone solidified it.
Solidified it. And you know they tried to do a lot of those narrow hall fights and stuff after that.
It don't work the same.
You know what? I won't say because Daredevil did some pretty good ones. They wasn't like Punishers
like that.
Nah, it wasn't like Punishers by a long shot.
It was decent, but it wasn't.
It was decent.
It wasn't that.
And they did it differently. You know, I like the seeing him beat everybody and not necessarily be in the shot of the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after everybody, the last dude get tossed and he just come out and he's like, oh, okay, you did that. All right, you blind as a motherfucker, you can't see and you still up there.
But you know the way that they did Wilson Fisk though.
Yeah.
I like that.
I heard he's gonna be changed a bit too.
Yeah, I mean they completely changed him because the way he was inside of the Daredevil the series, he was more human, like regular. Like, but in this one, like already from the Hawkeye TV series, like you already see, like, oh, we got this one. Yeah, we got this guy. Like, I don't think he's big enough.
Yeah.
Compared to what you've always seen, but definitely like I just need him to hurry up and get inside of the white suit.
Off question. What's been your favorite Marvel series so far?
Netflix or just Disney?
Disney. Netflix don't count. They got good ones.
I know, man. I like Loki. I like Loki, man. They because and I think the main reason I like Loki because it actually felt like a series.
You know, I like Loki too. That's probably my number one.
But I can't comment on it.
A sleeper one for me, bro, was the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I
did watch that one.
You know what? It was good, but like you said, it was a sleeper. Yeah, because I took me a minute for a couple of those episodes. All right, it definitely was a sleeper. Yeah.
But you know, once it picked up, and I never in a million years, I swear, thought they would ever do an Isaiah Bradley story in any regards. The Black Captain America, I never thought that would get touched. That never crossed my mind as a possibility, and I like the political aspect of that show. Really, it didn't even have to have a lot of action for me. I like the political aspect because they don't get into that really heavy.
And that right there, one reason that made it interesting, that made you want to keep watching, because then you know they're wondering like, man, why don't you have money to fix this boat? And it's like, man, I don't get paid.
Man, I'm doing this for free. I don't get paid.
I'm
the free Avenger.
But no, he's not the Avenger, because if you remember right, this man is still in the Air Force.
Oh yeah, that's fact.
This man is
doing him dirty. He a whole vet.
He's not doing. He's not. He's still in.
Oh, is he still in?
Man, he was wearing a uniform going.
I thought he got out. Or no, you know what,
bro? The suit. Remember, the suit wasn't his.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying he went AWOL in the Captain America 2, I think.
Civil War.
Was that Civil War? Or was
that's when they fought against each other.
They went on the run on Winter Soldier.
Went on the run in Civil War. Remember, they had the hide. No, he got locked up.
Oh yeah, he did get locked up in no, he got locked up in Civil War.
Yeah.
They
so did he? Is he dishonorable?
Yeah, I want to say he is. He got to be dishonorable.
But they still fuck with him.
That is weird.
Only in Marvel.
We might have just
only in Marvel.
A whole new hole.
Only in Marvel. It's like, man, because he was going to the ceremonies. He was wearing a uniform. You know, Rhodey was over him because he was in the. Matter of fact, Rhodey's still in the Air Force.
Yeah, is it?
You know, if he
Like
dishonorable
Captain
discharge,
America,
right?
for some odd reason, was still in
He
the
was
army.
never discharged after that.
I mean, man, look, his contract was far beyond his time. Man.
Wait, so even if if he was dishonorably discharged, right? How would that image look on him? The Black Captain America,
Falcon.
Falcon. So how would that look on him, knowing that he was dishonorably discharged?
Well, they must have wiped
and
it away.
he's still like accept the role of being.
No, I mean they must. I mean they must be wiped that away. They had to wipe that away because there's no way they'd still let him use that suit because he didn't own the suit. They owned the suit, which is why they took it away so easily.
Which suit? The
his wings. They own those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
like you don't even own your own identity. They don't even.
Oh yeah,
like,
they did take it. They did take it. I remember that.
And I mean, technically speaking, like he got the shield, but I mean that's technically government property.
Not from what that lady said. She said it technically is in a gray area. It don't technically belong to anybody.
That's government property.
They created it.
The government didn't create that.
It was
a gift from Wakanda.
They did create it.
Yes, it was a gift from Wakanda. Yes, it was. It was given to Tony's dad.
Yeah. No, you're talking about I think the vibranium was taken from Wakanda, but they made the shield.
The vibranium shield was a gift from Wakanda. Or you might be right. Maybe it was just the vibranium.
Yeah, it was the vibranium. They took they got the vibranium. They moved it to the shield.
Technically speaking, Captain America is government property.
Yeah, that's fact.
It's in his veins.
That is fact. I agree with
that. It's in his veins.
I agree with that. He right though. He is government property.
I mean, granted, when you sign your name, you're government property. But this man is literally government property. Like if they get tired of playing with you, bro, they doing you like Woody. They putting you on the top shelf.
Honestly, when you look at it, the MCU got a big history of making these heroes government property in these.
Yeah, movies. like literally the only heroes that were truly free,
Spider-Man.
I'm not even gonna count
Iron Man.
I'm like Iron Man,
Thor.
He signed up for the government.
Iron Man.
No. He worked with them.
He did, but he signed up for
Tony
them.
Is Tony. Tony is Tony.
The only money.
But here's the thing: the only reason Tony even went that route is more than likely because of Rhodey.
And guilt,
it's because of Rhodey. Yeah, because it had Rhodey not been a part of the military, you think he'd have worked with them?
Also, I think it was for him to get more bullied into work. I think it was for him to get more free reign because think about it, if he didn't have no type of partnership with the military, he wouldn't be able to fly Iron Man like he been doing. Remember in the first Iron Man, he was trying to fly around in the fucking.
They can't catch him.
I don't know.
What?
I've always
them jets are not catching Iron Man. No, bro.
How do you think they shot him?
When?
In the first Iron Man, when he first started flying.
Man, stop. No, they didn't, bro.
Wait, hold on. Did they shoot
Come on now. He was on the belly of the jet. He could not run him.
Oh, didn't he dropped off the jet and they shot the other jet, ain't it?
Come on, man.
Wow, bro. So
and
he couldn't out in the first Iron Man movie, he couldn't outrun him, and plus he was getting shot at. So that's when he had to shake him and hide the belly. That's when he told his partner to flip over and he saw him on the belly.
But I mean, let's think about this now. Think about this. You're talking about Tony Stark from Iron Man 1. All right. Yeah. The Mark 1.
The point that I'm making is the point that I'm making is that let's wait. No, the point that I'm making is about the partnership with the government. That's the point that I'm making. The partnership with the government.
With the government when you're just a complete genius, bro.
You think they're gonna let this man just fly freely?
Look, if they don't let him fly freely, they don't know who he is if he never gave up his identity.
Yeah.
Right. Man, so eventually he is going to invent something that lets him fly faster than him.
I still think that he signed up for the government. He didn't even fight when what's his name took his suit to the government.
Who? But that's because that was his best friend. And it was Terrence Howard.
It was Terrence Howard. Bro, but you
come on, man.
You're supposed to be my dog. And you took a
Terrence Howard. I don't think he got into the suit.
And you took it straight to the people I just had a court case with. He was there.
He's government property. He's government property, bro. You do what I tell you.
This is why they got rid of Terrence Howard.
I don't even know why they did that, but he
didn't get in the suit.
I just seen a video on that, and I don't remember what it was that they
I mean, he explains it this way. They explain it this way.
Yeah.
Nobody never know. But I do know that we got my boy Don.
And I ain't mad. I really ain't mad.
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
It was kind of weird for the whole Aunt Viv.
I was about to say they Aunt Viv them. You know, they did it. They did it backwards, but you know, they definitely Aunt Viv them.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. And then you got Hulk. Hulk is free, but at the same time, they always on his back.
But see, Hulk ain't
Hulk
really,
is. I think Hulk.
He just there.
In a way, I think Hulk
at
is
this
also
point,
government property as well.
At this point, he is, because I mean, he ain't got no choice. You're literally always Hulk with the brain.
No, even before that, he still was government property because the serum that was created was I think it was a super
America.
soldier serum. It was a super soldier serum that his dad took from the laboratory and put it into him when he was a kid. So technically, he is government property.
And you know, this is why
I tell you
they really messed this whole thing up, because you know that the Captain America serum thing, the Incredible Hulk, all of that's part of the Weapons Plus program up until they get the Wolverine. Yeah, all of that.
But I mean, going off of
what Mills is talking about.
Yeah, you got Captain America, you got Hulk.
Yeah,
which one you going after?
Come on now.
Hey,
Bruce can keep that serum. You feel he can keep that DNA. Yeah, we don't even want that one no more.
That's
no, I'll take that. I'll take Hulk. I'll take that song.
No. I mean, I ain't smart.
I'll take it.
Make it a smart Hulk.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Especially not now. After you got the brain.
Nope.
The muscle.
I'll take it.
Oh no, they kind of nerfed him when they made Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
They really did. They nerfed him. He don't get angry.
But at the same time, what are you gonna do to stop him?
True.
His skin is still
pinned for the most part. I guess we I don't know if they really play into that like they used to.
Because I mean, with her, the only way they could have really got her DNA is because she had to be a little slut.
What?
I mean that. And I know a lot of people had beef with her sexuality in that show, which honestly is comic book accurate.
What's her sexuality?
She a hoe. She sleep around. You know the
sexual activity.
The dude at the end of Eternals, Thanos' brother. She slept with him too.
Yeah.
Man, she smashed Daredevil.
We saw that. We saw that. He got breakfast.
Oh man, answer.
Like who's the guy in the yellow suit, man?
Dang, that's crazy.
Man in the yellow suit walking out of here with his head, doing the walk of shame,
So I'm guessing she don't have the same issues as Hulk when he get excited.
No way. Hulk out. She's dang near like the perfected version.
At least that's how they try to say it in the series. That is not how it was. And she was generally weaker than the Hulk. She got in
the series.
Wait. The Hulk, he gotta be old. That man gotta be backed up, but
she tried to have sex in a minute. Her shit was so it metabolized perfect, and
she was talking. Yeah, like she could change when she wanted to.
Like I said, from mine, it was because it was like a diluted way to get the gamma radiation, which is why she was still able to a certain extent have control. The way they did it in this one, it felt like that felt weird.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So I don't know, man. Like I don't know. The way that they did it kind of reminded me of like Spider-Man ordeal. Speaking of, how did Miles Morales get his powers? I thought that was like
bit by Spider too.
Yeah, but I thought that was like exclusive. Same reason with the Hulk. Like it was because of the DNA of Peter's father. Or am I wrong?
Are you saying that? Are you saying that
the reason that
related to the other Spider-Man?
Like everybody else that tried to is the same thing with the Hulk. They try to get this serum recreated and blase, and there's Goblin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Peter is perfectly fine. Why is Miles fine? Because he's not related to Peter.
Yeah.
He don't have that DNA. That
boy black. That's why.
And, I was about to say, man, oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, say that black DNA is man.
That black and that melanin.
That melanin. No, we can't say that. Or they're gonna try to cancel that Spider-Man.
Oh, no.
Man, look,
they were like, nope, you tried it.
It's like, I
You
saw
tried.
that live. Yeah,
You
thought you wasn't gonna be there because you're small right now. But
you see how many times they killed off the black Nick Fury? How many times you think that fake death would have went for the white one?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's wild.
Maybe once. One fake out there.
I think it would have been the same.
Man, I don't know.
I got faith.
You see,
I think it.
Real talk, I think he did get bit by a spider though.
But I'm saying, but it don't change the fact that that particular DNA, like Peter's dad DNA is infused with that, which is why the spider gave him those powers. That's why the powers didn't work.
Smashed Luke Cage too. Bro, she smashed Hercules. I don't know who Richard Rory is.
Dang.
That's a random. Some dude named the Zapper. Iron Man.
So is they saying that the Hulk serum made her horny or something?
He's coming back, huh?
Wyatt.
No, I'm saying, are they saying that the Hulk serum made her horny? That's a side effect.
I don't know. She slept with the Juggernaut.
So Hulk couldn't get none, but she's getting some.
I mean, the sun is getting real low, big fella.
Man, look, get low for her. Turn off the lights.
Freaks come by that night.
I don't know. He did. I don't know.
Dang, she even had Jonah Jameson's son. This lady get around.
Man, I wonder why they changing the whole Venom storyline though.
Because Sony, they insist on doing the villain universe.
Yeah, but I mean, go in space.
Yeah,
suit come back down with Jonah's son and
that would have been a way better story.
It make more sense.
It would make way more sense. It would have been a way better story. But like I said,
they had to fuse it together somehow.
Yeah,
I wonder how they're gonna do the whole fusion thing with Vulture because he came back.
That's crazy. This thing also gives you a signal when like somebody walk by.
Somewhat, yeah. Jeez. Sometimes it.
Okay, I was about to say, good Lord.
My bad.
Yeah, like you got them post credit scene, the Morbius and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But Sir Mill, we appreciate you tuning in with us.
Mm-hmm.
And
hope that answered your question, man.
I don't even know what my question was.
Trash. That's all you know. All right.
Okay, I remember my question. But
it went straight into the dumpster. It's okay.
At the end of the day, man, it was a pretty good movie to me, man. I enjoyed it. It made sense because I pay attention to all the details. Everything just plug and play to me.
Gotcha. Damn. Touching those.
Say again.
Nothing. Hey. Hey man, hey, we appreciate everybody joining in with us today on the Nerd Box. Hey, I'm Dom.
I'm Deuce Major.
And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment,
I'm Sir Mill.
Share. I guess Sir Mills for the day since he ain't here. And he had obvious questions of trash movies and everything else under the sun. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, share, make sure you turn on those notifications. And hey, till next time.
Peace.